Hey, Gulf Breeze core team, hope you're having an incredible week. I want to tell you a couple of things coming up about this weekend, a few things you need to know, and a few things that, yes, you need to do to get ready, because this weekend is the weekend. It's going to be off the chain, off the charts. It's going to be an amazing weekend right here at Momentum Church, and you get to play a part of it. You get to play such a crucial role, and in fact, you do. What you do matters. So a couple of things I want you to know. Number one, this Sunday we are kicking off a brand new series. I'm so excited about this. It is called Makers and Breakers. And the truth is this, no matter where any of us are, right? No matter what stage of life, maybe you recently got married, maybe you recently got divorced, maybe you are in a long-term relationship and you're like, I don't know that we want to take that next step to get married. Maybe your relationships are a mess. Maybe they're firing on all cylinders. You rate them 10 out of 10. No matter where you are, there is wisdom you can learn from God's Word and insight from Pastor Tim when it comes to relationships. And this series is all about that, because maybe you're not in the middle of a relationship mess, but maybe you have been, and chances are you'll have challenges in your relationships, whatever that looks like, with your spouse, with your kids, with your boss. Relationships are one of the things God spoke so much about in His Word. And why do you think that is? Because He knew that we would go through it and we would need His help. So do not miss Makers and Breakers. It's an amazing way to also invite, which leads me to point number two. Man, let's invite like crazy, no matter where you are. Remember, for us, invite is not seasonal. We don't just invite when it's Easter or Christmas Eve. Invite is year long. It is what we do. And so no matter where you are, no matter if you're at Publix or you're at the store or you're at getting gas or you're in a restaurant, no matter where you are, man, you get the chance, if God puts the opportunity in front of you to invite somebody, be faithful to show up to the opportunity, because you never know what hangs in the balance of the invite. And that's literally the power of the invite. You don't know whose eternity hangs in the balance of you being faithful to show up and to put a card in their hands and say, hey, you come sit with me this weekend. So let's invite, let's get it up, and let's get those invites out this weekend. Number three, let's be sticky and let's be guest focused. We say this every week, but man, we got to be focused on guests. So when it comes to before and after the gatherings, when guests are there, that has to be like an emergency for us. If I see someone and they look alone and no one's talking to them, that is like priority one for me, to go up to them and introduce myself, to be friendly. Don't be weird, but be friendly. And remember, because everyone who walks in the doors of our campus, steps foot in the parking lot, they have a question they're asking, and that question is, do I belong here? And when I go up to them and we connect with them, we exchange numbers, we learn their names, that answers that question. Yes, you belong here. Number four, my last point, how's your time with Jesus? How's your time in His Word? How's your time in His presence? Because you do so much for the kingdom, you serve, you pour out. If you're not pouring in, or if you're not showing up to let God pour into you, then it's only a matter of time before you run out of things to pour out. So it is crucial. In fact, I would say it is mission critical for you to make sure every day you spend time in God's Word, time in His presence, that you're like, what do I read? What do I say? Prayer is just talking to God. So you tell God exactly how you feel. You ask God's help for what you're going through, because the things that you're concerned with, His Word tells us that, guess what? He's concerned about those things too. And so why tell everybody else my problems that they can't solve? Instead, I'm going to take my problems to the one who not only created, the environment for my problems to be in, but He also created the solution. And He has the power to not only tell wind and waves to stop, like, hey, that's enough. Then He certainly has the power to help you and help me with the problems that you and I have in life. And then when it comes to God's Word, it's really easy. Spend time in it. Start in the New Testament. If you've never spent time in God's Word before, that's okay. Start in the New Testament. Find the book of John, the book of Matthew. Start there, reading who Jesus was. And then from there, you can do YouVersion studies, download the YouVersion app, You can find Bible studies and Bible plans there that can help you with whatever it is you're walking through, and no matter what stage of life you're in, God's Word can help you there. That's it. I'm done. I cannot wait for this Weekend Makers and Breakers Week 1. I'm so stoked. My goal is bringing 10 people with me this weekend. Who you bringing? Cannot wait to see you soon.